Thank you very much, Pierrot and Josephat, for this session. I'm humbled to be the person taking us through this session. And I want to greet everyone on this special Mashujaa Day and welcome you to our members training, because through training, this is where we equip ourselves with skills and knowledge on how to handle our clients and also how to propel our business forward. So as Pierrot has clearly said, is that we have so many challenges in life, and we have so many health issues that come out to challenge us as we progress with our life, from when we are born until when God wants us to depart this world. So, but through this life, God has given us remedies, and those are the remedies that we should accommodate for us to be able to move on. So, my name is Harun Macharia, and I'm a married man to Damaris Wairimo, and we have kids, and we thank God for that. We've been in this opportunity for quite some time, but mainly we were just users of the product. But now we have decided that we better take also this opportunity to another level. And today I'm humbled to be the one taking us through this product session. And today we are going to handle one of the greatest challenge that many people are having today, being the arthritis challenge. So arthritis is mainly an autoimmune disorder. What do we mean by autoimmune disorder? There are so many causes of diseases, but an autoimmune thing is something that the immune system start to attack the body itself. It start to attack organs. And one of the autoimmune disorder is the arthritis. We have others like the multiple sclerosis and the others. But today, let us see what is arthritis. It's actually a very chronic inflammatory disease. And that it inflames the joints, and mostly the joints and the bones and the ligaments that are close by the joints. So we have the arthritis of the rheumatic arthritis, sorry, and also we have osteoarthritis. This osteoporosis, that is the degeneration of bones, but arthritis is totally different because it affects only the joints. But osteoporosis affects the bones; they become a bit brittle, and that is also another thing altogether. The rheumatoid arthritis can also affect so many other parts apart from the joints. It can affect the skin, it can affect the eyes, the lungs, the heart, the blood vessels, and when it gets to that level, it becomes very chronic. What are the causes of arthritis? As we said, it's an autoimmune disorder. So there's no known cause for arthritis. Even when you go to doctors, the doctors who handle this, the rheumatologists, they actually will not give you the cause. But there are factors that can trigger the arthritis itself. And one of it would be the genetic factor. Genetic factor is where you inherit something from your parents, or it is in your family line that it also affects you. And there are so many genetic conditions, like the blood pressure, also diabetes. There are some which are genetic. So, but those factors, like the genetic factor, can affect and can trigger the arthritis to occur. There is also the environmental and environmental factors. Then environmental factors will be things like the bacterial infection. When you have an infection and your body is not able to respond properly, it actually triggers those the rheumatoid arthritis. There's also the lifestyle that we are in today. Mostly you find that when people are eating bad diet, or rather the food that they eat, it also triggers most of these things. And also maybe somebody who is smoking and using a lot of sugars and all that, it also can trigger the rheumatoid arthritis or the arthritis itself. So what are the symptoms that we can pick when we have such a disease? one of the most outstanding symptom is the joint pain. Your joints become very inflamed, and they start now to be very warm and hot and all that. And also it can portray some, if there are those people who are brown in color or they are white, it becomes very red. And you're able to see there's sweating also, and also tenderness. And some of them become very stiff. And also when somebody is waking up in the morning, you get very fatigued. You become stiff and you're not able to wake up very fast. You actually take some times. You wake up systematically. You cannot just jump from the bed and walk. You wake up slowly. You have to have an order on which you wake up so that you can be able to sit properly. It also, there's also loss of appetite when it gets to the extreme. So due to old age, we also get something like osteoarthritis. So there's the rheumatoid arthritis and there's the osteoarthritis. The rheumatoid arthritis actually can affect any age of people, from the most young people. You find people even their age, at the age of 5, they start showing signs of rheumatoid arthritis. So you should not wonder when you find it with young people. So you should also be able there to give a solution to those young people, because it also affects them. It affects any other race. It doesn't matter whether you're white, red, or black. It affects everybody. But the most outstanding thing is that it affects mostly women as compared to men. You find that the ratio of 3:1, when you have 3 women affected, you only have 1 man affected. So it actually affects the women mostly, or the gender of the women gender, than the men. So, and the osteoarthritis is mainly due to either injury of the joints, when maybe you are doing a lot of exercises and maybe you are overweight. It can affect because it's actually the wear out of the cartridges that cushion the joints that we have the osteoarthritis. When it wears out, you have that pain. So that is how the osteoarthritis comes in, and also due to old age. When your body is not able now to repair itself, the osteoarthritis will trigger in, and you have that problem. So what are the solutions medically? As I said, most of the doctors, the rheumatologists, will not give you a solution. They say there is no cure for arthritis. What they will recommend mostly is therapies, and therapies are generally for reducing the pain, and also making your joints try to be a bit flexible, because as we have said, they become a bit stiff and also crooked and swollen. So when that happens, it becomes very uncomfortable. So the physiotherapy would be generally for making your joints a bit flexible and also trying to reduce the pain. So they also offer you painkillers. I know painkillers, they just for time. They just curb the pain for a time, and then it triggers back. So, and a wrong usage of or wrong period of using the painkillers will have a toll on other body organs. Like now the kidneys get overworked, the heart also get overworked, the liver get overworked, and you know what it can mean to that. So when it gets to the worst of it, the osteoporosis, the remedy they offer is surgery. And what they do is they go and try to replace the cartridge with some metal plates. And you know, that also is a foreign material in your body, and it can mean something totally different. It doesn't have, it doesn't offer a quick a solution to your problem. So the medical solutions have actually no solution, and most of the doctors on call will tell us that that is true, that we don't have a proven solution. They are saying that they are doing research in the West, that is in the Western world, and they have come with a solution that after 7 or a year period, they are able now to come it to a level that it is manageable but not curable. So that is not actually a solution. So what we have in the NeoRife as a solution, because as we said, this is an autoimmune disorder. So that means your immune is compromised to a level that it doesn't know exactly what it's supposed to do, and now it starts attacking its own self. So there's a confusion here. So, and that means your body is not balanced properly. So there's something missing, either dietary or anything, a hormonal or something like that. So what we need to do is, actually, we know most of the things that or the food that we eat comes in to balance all these small nitty-gritties in our body, which is very complex, but we don't know that. So it is through nutrition or through food that we can it's only that we can be able to get a solution. So what solution do we have in NeoRife? We know that we have very good products that work, and that is one of our core principles, that products that we have work, and they're scientifically proven to work. Through our scientific advisory board, we know that we have very good products. So we have 1,3-NN that is a base product for all. And being a base product, it gives cellular energy. So, and it prepares your cells, as we are always told, to be able to receive nutrients and to eliminate waste properly. So there is no confusion in your body as to when to eliminate, because you have the proper nutrients. So when you have 3NN as a base product, it will enable your body to get ready to receive the right nutrients and to utilize them properly, and also to do proper distribution. So we have the 3NN, which comes in a package of either 60 capsules or 120 capsules. And that is one of the best products that we can introduce to somebody who has arthritis, in combination with calcium and magnesium. Other than the support of healthy bones and teeth, it also regulates blood pressure. And we said this chronic inflammation disorder can also affect our heart and our blood vessels. So when we have calcium with us, it helps to regulate the blood pressure, and also it optimizes the function of the nerves and the muscles, which is also very critical, because heart is a muscle. All the others, the nerves and not everything else, it can affect every other part. And the skin is the base where our nerves get the sensation from. So it optimizes the function of the and the muscles. So it also enhances the function of, actually we say, the blood vessels. It enhances how the blood vessels work, because also blood vessels are something you can call muscle function. It's a muscle function. So it is done. We have our calcium in a form that we call chelated CalMag. Chelated CalMag, it's a form of way to enable the calcium to get more absorption in our system. We have it in about 90 tablets, also combined with vitamin D. And when you give that, you are taking care of so many things, because vitamin D is very vital for boosting our immune system. So we also have a combination that we can add to that, which is full motion. And full motion helps to activate the glucosamine is something that helps to activate the regeneration of the cartilage that we said it gets worn out in osteoarthritis. Sorry. In osteoarthritis, the cartilage wears out, and there's the grinding between a bone and another bone. So the full motion enables that cartilage to be regenerated. And when it is regenerated, your body now heals itself properly, and you're able now to be more comfortable, and the joints are very flexible. So even those people who are doing a lot of exercises, we need to have the full motion as a combination of what we use for our daily use the daily products that we use. It also has the full motion has zinc in it, it has boron in it, and also it has silica in it. Those are the products or the minerals that help to degenerate our cartridges. It has actually the 3D advantage for unique delivery. The advantage is the disintegration, dissolution, and dispensation. That is for easy digestion and optimal bioavailability. The bioavailability is availability in the most natural way. So it's there, it enables the body to pick all those in the very natural way. It is there, but with us, it's in a package of 90 tablets, and you're able to, it's always in stock with us. So we also have another very unique product that we combine with all those other three we have mentioned, and that is this, the omega-3 salmon oil plus. And you know, it comes from the most purest salmon fish, and it has all the eight omega fatty acids that the body requires in a day, or for it to be able to work properly. You know, there are so many other products with omega-3 in the market, but you find most of them will have at most 2 or 3 omegas. But for us, we have the most purest omega, the most potent omega, and it comes with all the 8 omega fatty acids. So with that, you're actually taken care of. It also helps with the cardiovascular health and also brain functions. So it also lubricates our joints, the omega-3. It makes them more comfortable. You said that they are a bit inflamed. So when they're inflamed, you need to get something that removes that inflammation. And omega-3 is an anti-inflammatory supplement. It actually reduces inflammation, and it's clinically proved that it lowers the inflammation by 68% in just 8 weeks. So you can rely on it to reduce, instead of going for just therapy, you add on to omega-3 and you have very good joints, and it actually eases the pain and makes them a bit flexible. So we have it in 90 capsules or in 60 capsules, and it's there, it's available with us every other time. The other one that I would want to add to this is that we should not forget to do exercises. Exercises are very critical in our day-to-day life. This is actually part of lifestyle, because most of the times we find when we just sit without doing much, our joints become very inflexible. And when something like now arthritis triggers in, we actually are not able to help ourselves. It actually gets in and it becomes very severe on us. So I would urge that as we combine the products, we also incorporate exercises into our day-to-day activities. So with that, we are able to handle arthritis, and actually also handle most of the other things that, you know, our products are versatile. They handle so many other things. They don't only just deal with one critical problem. When you're handling arthritis, you're also handling, as we said, like now for omega-3, there's a heart issues, there's a brain issue, there's all that. When you're doing 3NN, it's a base product. It's actually handling each and every cell from each and every organ. So even CalMag, it helps in so many other ways. The heart issues, the muscle issues. In one, you find that you are touching on so many others. So what I would say to our distributors, and also maybe, I don't know whether we have guests in this call, but first of all, I would want to say to our distributors that we try to become users of the product ourselves, so that we can be able to tell others what we have experienced. Because I know that that is the best testimony that you can give. an own testimony. Like, you know, if you ask me, I'll give a very good testimony on the product because I've used them, I've seen them help my family, I've seen them help the people, I've seen them do much for me. So I'm not talking from just a point of a salesperson or somebody who have just been introduced to a product. I actually know the product, and most of them I have tested them inside out. So I talk about products without fear because I know whatever the company says they do work. So for our guests, we have a solution. So you should not languish out there in pain and all those. If you have also somebody who you know that is in such a critical condition or in dire need, you don't fear to recommend them to these products because they actually work. So I would want to rest it at that. And maybe when I have another session, we'll be able to handle much more. But for now, I want to put it back to Pieros and Josephat for us to go to the next session. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much, Harun Macharia. That was really nice coming from you. Congratulations. Thank you for taking us through that topic. It's a very important topic that you've taken us through. And now at least we have something to tell our guests. So congratulations are in order. And for sure, since you have used the products for that long, you have a vast knowledge about the product. So it's really great. And for any questions, people can direct the questions on the chats and we can still answer them later. I saw somebody saying that they only heard of CalMag and I think omega-3 and full motion. So you can type on the charts the exact products that are meant to be used in the same. So thank you very much. That was really a nice session. And I believe we are learning. So we are going to the next session that is going to be a wonderful one now concerning the business and how we can do the business so that we can grow our businesses. And one of the things that is required for us to grow our businesses is to be aggressive in doing the business. Aggressively pursue your business. Yesterday, we were told that if you take this business as a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. If you take it as a serious business, it will pay you like a serious business. So I want to ask all of us that we take note of this so that as our speaker is going to be taking us through how we can move with speed and be aggressive and grow. And the good thing with this lady that is going to be taking us through this is that she was able to grow so fast. Within about 3 months, she was already making her sapphire steps. And I believe all of us who are here, we want to make steps and grow our businesses. And so it is possible. So I want to welcome our next speaker. And this is none other but Florenceokech. Florenceokech, please unmute yourself and take it away. Florence, can you hear me? Yes, Florence. Wow. Florence seems not to be coming on. Florence, please. Wow, now you are on. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry for that.
Good to see you.
Okay, thank you very much, our dear president. And thank you very much, the superstars. Good evening, heroes. Thank you very much for this time. And I would like to share what I have for you this evening. First of all, I'll have to introduce myself. My name is Florenceokech. Okech is a nurse by profession, married with 4 children. Started this business 4 years ago. And I'm very, very excited to be here. Just to go straight to the point, I want to share with you about how one can be aggressive in this business. And first of all, I want to maybe define what aggressiveness is. And aggressive means that this is a person who is prone to being competitive and making strong attempts to win. So this is somebody who does his business with a lot of aggressiveness. Is somebody who is very assertive, confident, and bold, and is one who has really arrested fear. And in relation to our business, this is a person who does the business with a lot of vigor, is a very determined, somebody who really wants to succeed. As we all know that in your life, our work is just to do the basics. And these basics are one, if we can recap them, one is using the products. So while using the products, we need to replace all the other products similar products that we have in our opportunity with those ones that we used to buy at the supermarkets. And that is the first step. So we use these products day in, day out. Because actually we'll be cheating ourselves when we tell people to use, and as we are still continuing to use what? Those ones at the supermarket. So we know that we have the best products, natural products, of which if you consume, there is no side effects. So this is one of the part one that we do in our business. And after replacing these products, and when I say replacing means, we have products like LDC. LDC can replace toothpaste. It can replace the bathing soaps that we buy at the supermarkets. It can also use, we can also use it in doing the other cleaning jobs in the house, like even washing the utensils, washing vegetables and what have you. So we also have detergents. We also have, okay, not really detergents, but soaps like LDC. We also have Super 10. We also have other home care products that are very, very safe to use. So as a superstar or a member who is determined to succeed, this is the first step that you have to start with. Second step is sharing the products. So it is not just a matter of sharing. Maybe you talk today, the following day you forget about it, or even a week or so, maybe after 1 week is when you talk about it. To be aggressive, it means that you have to talk to so many people in 1 day. The other thing that you have to do while sharing these products is bearing in mind that when you share to a number of people, it means that you are going to earn more and more profit. At the same time, you are going to earn more and more points. The other thing that you're supposed to do, actually, I want to remind you what normally our great upline, Pascal Olo, usually talks about. Talk to 2 people on a daily basis and you put money into your pocket. Again, talk to 2 people in a day and you build your business by creating a network and even sponsoring more and more people in your network or in your business. So it is not a matter of talking to 1 or 2 people just once when you think about it, but you do it on a daily basis without forgetting. And that is when now you'll be called as an aggressive person. The third thing that we do is training. And when I talk of training, it is just not training that you attend maybe once in a month or twice in a month, but make sure you try as much as possible to attend almost all the meetings for you to learn, because all of us know that learning contributes a lot to the success in our business. And when we continue learning and training, we are also able to handle products well, especially our clients, to our customers, and even our customers. As we all know that knowledge is power. And as you have knowledge of the product, it's really easy to explain. So more and more trainings will build you up and it will make you somebody who will be very eloquent and knowledgeable about the products. And this will also be a plus in your day-to-day business. So as we also train, we are supposed to be readers. So as you know that readers make great leaders. So let us also read relevant books, and we make a habit of reading a book, even for 15 minutes in a day. The other thing is, okay, examples of the books that you're supposed to read are quite a number. An example of one is Own Your Life. Listen to relevant CDs, and also videos. We have plenty of these ones of late because of the Zooms. So make sure that you take your time and also follow these videos, even when you didn't attend any meeting. So our aggressiveness or competitiveness is also driven by our big why. Why did I join the business? Why did you join the business? One must be having a reason why he joined the business. So when the why is too strong, you'll always have the energy to move. And that is why in this business, you must find your why, and you must have your why. And when you have your why, you'll always restore your energy will always be restored day in, day out. And this will also make you get out of your comfort zone. When you have a why, it means you have a reason, and therefore you have a goal. And this goal will not make you comfortable until you achieve. So let us get out of our comfort zones and move to get what? To achieve our goals. So as long as we remember our why, and we are not yet there, we shall remain uncomfortable, and we shall push and push until we do what? Achieve our dreams. What is the point of being comfortable now? And later you achieve, and then fail. You become comfortable, you fail, and you fail to achieve what you're supposed to achieve. There's no point, because ever since, people who are ambitious, at one point they become lethargic, they fail, and they start regretting. So regrets are the worst feelings on earth. So dear superstars, let us go for our dreams. So for us to achieve our dreams, we need to plan. Let us not work haphazardly. Let us. And as we all know, that our business is done monthly. So at the beginning of the month, let's have a plan. And if maybe the month is too long for you, you can break it into weeks. You can have a weekly plan. And when you break it into weeks, for example, you will decide that how many PVs do you want to make within the same week? How many people do you want to sponsor within this week? If you have already built a team, okay, for example, the directors, you'll ask yourself, how many people in my team do I talk to today? So in a week, you shall have talked to your whole team. So you break it down that way. At the end of the 1 week, you will be able to know whether you have achieved your goals or not. And for you to achieve all these goals, we also need to plan. So we plan, and planning will determine the speed in which we do the business. Because if you are haphazard, you are doing the business haphazardly, you are prone to forgetting, or at times you even assume things. But when you plan, you'll also have the speed to make sure that you give yourself a time frame when you'll achieve these dreams. So again, an aggressive person moves with speed because he's very much determined to achieve what he yearns to achieve. So, for example, in my case, I got my first check within the first month in the business. And by the third month, I was able to earn a third digit income. And it didn't just come like this. There were things I did that made me earn this. So what I exactly did, the first month I would say I bought for my mom. But the second and third month, after I had undergone trainings and I was taught what to do to earn more points, I made sure that I continued sharing the products, and not only sharing with few people, I shared with many, many, many people. The other thing that I did massively was to invite. It is unlike these days when we attend meetings via the Zoom. We used to invite people to come to our meetings in hotels or wherever. So I would, in 1 day or even 2 days, I would invite up to 1,000 people using my phone. So you can imagine that big number of people, inviting such a number of people in within 1 or 2 days. So I did it massively. And I would also sponsor over 30 people in 1 month. So are you seeing some aggressiveness in me? So that is what led to me growing very fast, because I did these things aggressively. So I continued doing all this. In fact, if I can count, I missed, I think, maybe 2 to 3 meetings. But I tried as much as possible to attend all the meetings so that I could grasp all that I need to help me share these products and do whatever is expected of me. So actually, I want to just remember, yesterday I was inspired by our president team member, Miriam Kanakulia. And she said, by her own words, she said that this is a real business. So this business, treat it with the seriousness that it deserves. Because if you treat it casually, it will treat you the same. If you treat it as a hobby, it will pay you as a hobby. If you treat it as a business, it will also pay you as a serious business. So that really inspired me, and it really re-energized me. The other thing that I also want to add on what I've said, that we should also take some time to listen to our great leaders and even some of our achievers. Today, I learned something from 2 leaders. Actually, one is not a true leader, one is an achiever, somebody people call a celeb. There's this famous artist from South Africa by the name KJ, the one who has sung this song, Jerusalem. He was being interviewed by a commentator, and actually the question that he was asked was that if he knew that his music will be enjoyed or will entertain the whole world. His answer was, I did not know, but I believed in myself. He went on by saying that some people may want to pull you down, but never mind the critics. Just put more and more effort. So dear superstars, let us put more and more effort, and we shall be there. I want to sum up by saying that one of our great leaders, actually to the president, as today he was recognizing the work done by the healthcare workers, he said, heroes are ordinary people who are made extraordinary with the circumstances they find themselves into. Therefore, we are all heroes who are changing people's lives by making the world a healthier and a happier place to be. Thank you very much for listening to me. That's all I had for you today. Thank you, our dear President, for listening to me too. I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Florence, for the great job. Thank you, Harun, for the wonderful session on arthritis. That's a very powerful combination, because if you don't learn about the products, and however much aggressive you will be, you might not have much to tell people. If you have all the knowledge about the products and you don't aggressively share with the people you should be sharing with, that doesn't again help much. So that's a very good combination, and we appreciate. I believe we have all learned something that will take us to the next level. And we want to wind up our session today with what we always do, recognizing the Mashujaa up to this point in the month. And as we do this, I want to challenge all of us. Imagine you can decide that even if you are not in the list of recognition today, come the end of the month, you will be there as one of the Shujaas, those who will be recognized. So I would really want to pose that challenge to all of us. So far, this month is the one we should be sponsoring more than the other months in the past. We've sponsored quite well in the last 3, 4, 5 months when there was no serious incentive. Now this month, we threw some powerful incentive to those who will be sponsoring well, and therefore we should be able to do much better than the other months, both in sponsoring and in personal points. For those who have just joined us, sponsoring simply means the people you bring on board and they pay the registration, $88.20, regardless of how far they will go in the course of the month. That's what we call sponsoring. We don't love calling it recruiting, because recruiting sounds very military, but sponsoring is where you bring in people and you nurture them, you take care of them. By the way, it doesn't make much sense to bring in people and you don't nurture them to grow, to have them grow to the levels they should be. I would be ashamed to bring someone and they don't achieve what I promised them that they would achieve. Unfortunately, however much I may want to help the people I bring on board, they also must have the will, and they also must take action. Otherwise, it's an independent business. I mean, everyone starts the business to do it themselves, they benefit themselves, but willingly we support those who join us. So that's the essence of sponsoring as opposed to recruiting. So guys, Pieros and myself here, we are very excited about our dedication as a team of superstars. One thing I love about this team is that we never give up at any given point until the very last day of the month. And we are go-getters. And what Florence was trying to encourage us to do is, let's be more aggressive than we have been in the past. And what I've realized is, even when you feel like you have used too much of your potential, you realize you had used too little. And someone wrote and saying that many people rarely go beyond 5% of their potential, even when you feel like you have really done it. We challenged ourselves in the year 2013, in the month of April. We were doing well, but we decided we want to go crazy, because we realized that if we can become presidents, then we will shape our lives in a very, amazing way. So that is exactly what we did. Using the topic that Florence was sharing with us, believe you me, we literally doubled our points from 50,000 plus to 110,000. You can imagine. That is what can happen. You can decide the remaining days of the month, you will double your effort and you double the results. And our faithful God will help you to do that. as long as you have the desire. So let me take the remaining few minutes to recognize each one of us. As per yesterday, the end of business yesterday, and therefore I want to share the slide here. And please remember my words. If you don't appear now, just do all what you can to appear next week. Now, even before we go to the recognition, I must remind us of these incentives. We are saying when you sponsor 10 people, we are giving you 10,000 Kenya shillings. If you sponsor 10 people personally, the ones you have brought yourself, right? And that's very possible for anyone. Somebody can join today and decide the remaining days, I'll bring in 10 people. I wish I was in that category of being given the incentive. Maybe we'll talk with the peer so that she can give me. Now, let's also note that when you become a new director, we still give you 10,000 from our pocket willingly. The company is not even aware of this. This is local arrangement because we are a team, we are a family, and we care about you. We want everyone to succeed. That's why we are incentivizing you. Then we have those who become member directors, another 10,000. When you become a director, you understand all these things. Producer director, you become a sapphire, we give you 10,000 plus 20,000, but in different months. You become a Ruby director, we give you 20,000 and another 30,000 within a span of 3 months. So that means you take home 50,000, and this is very exciting. Now let's go to the recognition. Those who have sponsored this month, those who can unmute themselves, you can do that, and we clap for those who have sponsored one. We have Maguke Millicent, congratulations. Rafael Oduo, Redemptor Cherotich, Sylvia and Chadwick Wibo, Florenceokech, Kevin Koech, Charity Sabina, Florence Kiboy Daktari, Jane Wangusi, Esther Kamodo, Felix Kipoech, Faith Gaura from Uganda, oh no, Kenya, but in Uganda right now, Jane Sawe, Luce Chumo. So those ones have sponsored one each. I challenge you to do a second one, a third one, and so on and so forth. The way you sponsored one, you can sponsor many more. And you can take it to 10, just under 0. People say 0 is not significant, but it depends on where it is positioned. So put it after 1. Now let's see those who have sponsored 2, and this brings us to position number 3. Wow, top 3. Number 3, we have a tie here. Mary Mosao has sponsored 2. We also have, sorry, that's an error. I should have changed that. We've sponsored more than that. Just delete that. That was last week. Then we have Okech Florence. Congratulations. So those ones have sponsored 2. And I know they will take it to 10. So those are position number 3. So let's go to position number 2. And position number 2, we have Selina Chepkirui. Wow. Congratulations, Selina. You have only 7 to go, and you take 10,000 Kenya shillings. She was asking me whether I can send 3,000 deposit because she has already done 3. Some mathematics there, but let me send it as 10,000 once. And then we have position number 1, and that is the Piaros and Josephat. We've sponsored 7 already. Wow. So, and this month, I'm 100% sure that you will challenge us. We will not lower standards so that you can catch up with us, but you will raise your standards so that you can be where we are and do it even better. Right. Now let's go to personal PVs. And as we go to personal PVs, for the sponsoring, please don't forget that in addition to the incentive we are giving, the company is still giving you masks. You sponsor 2, you get 2 masks. Sponsor 4, you get 4 masks, and so on and so forth. So let's go for it. And So remember, they are branded. Today we went somewhere with ours, and you know, people are like, wow, where do you work? You know, it's a very simple way of prospecting. So that's very nice. Let's look at personal PVs. Remember, you are paid at the highest percentage of your personal PVs. When you are buying products in your name, you make some good amount of money. So let's see how it goes. We have number 10, Rebecca Macharia, 245 personal PVs. I'm sure, Rebecca, you'll push this to 1,000 plus by the end of the month. Congratulations. Then we have position number 9, Edith Rumire. Congratulations, 248. Laura Wafula, or Wafula, 288. Congratulations. Jane Motune, 305. Our director, well done. Then we have Maguke Millicent, 320 personal points. We have number 5, all the way from Sweden, Sabina Kenya, 328. Sabina, we will never miss this meeting. That is so awesome. Keep it up. And she's getting to director anytime from now. And we are all set to celebrate you in Sweden. Thank you, Sabina. Then we have number 4, Lilian Murangera. Congratulations, Lilian, 362. And we get to position number 3. Position number 3, we have another than Kevin Koech, 367. Congratulations, very determined gentleman there. And then we go to position number 2, and that is Josphat and Pieros, ourselves, 462. You can see someone has challenged us there. So tomorrow we are coming up in a big way. But let's see who is this challenging the PTs. This is very good. Congratulations. This is none other than one and only Mr. Okumu Robert. Congratulations, Robert. 485 personal PVs. I know Robert will not sleep and will not allow us to challenge him, but we will try to catch up. So well done. That's very good. And God bless you so much. Remember all these things that we are doing. We want to make money, we want to be healthy, and we want to travel around the world. 15th of April, I know there are people here who have decided they will not accept to be left behind. And you know what? We have enough time. Just go for it. Aggressively, go for it. And if you're not sure of what it takes, then hook up with your upline director so that we can guide you on what you need to do to get to the Czech Republic on 15th of April. So we'll stop at that, ladies and gentlemen. And as we call it a day, I'm asking us that from tomorrow, 21st, let us not do the usual business. A time comes when a man decides enough is enough, and he stops and wishing that he was, and he starts becoming the person that he has always wanted to become. That time has come. And I challenge you, you have what it takes as a person. Let's go for it. We will be celebrating many steps at the end of this month. God bless you so much. God bless your families, and have a restful night. See you. God bless.